So you can see here we have the Audi Coolant Ports from VelocityAP installed. These hoses are 3/4 inch. We've got 4 of them going here, right? I'll show you the number for these. It comes with the actual 90-degree in it, and they're fairly long to begin with, all right? Down over here, we have 2 Y connectors or Y joints going into the feed and return. Now what we've done over here is we've run 2 CWA100 pumps, and I'm running them in series. This is thanks to Audi Design member Andrew. Thank you. He's put a lot of research into this and given this info to the community on his C7S6, I believe it is. Anyways, what we're doing is we're running them in series versus parallel. We want to increase the pressure because of our system curve. So right now I have both pumps connected to each other, right? That's our series circuit, and they're feeding the bottom of the ECS heat exchanger that we have, and it's the top of the heat exchanger is actually going to be feeding our intercoolers. So these are the 2. This is one hose here, and then this is the other hose, which is the stock hose. All I did is just pair into it. Sorry, I got these other hoses in the way. This hose right here is actually coming from the top of the original pump, okay? And then it's going to the intercoolers right now, all right? So that's what I've done. This is different than stock, so it's not exact setup. I mean, I'm inverting the stock setup the way the pump is wired, because normally this pump is wired after the heat exchanger going to the intercoolers. And what we've done now with this, thanks to Andrew and his research, is we are putting this feeding the heat exchangers, and then it's going to the intercoolers outside from the out of the heat exchanger. All right, so this is inverted as well. Normally you would have the heat exchanger supply the pumps and then go to the intercoolers up top. We're doing the opposite. We're actually using the pumps to supply the heat exchanger. Heat exchanger is then feeding the intercoolers. All right, so we got the 2 hoses that go up. This is all 3/4 inch hoses. And up here again, you can see the 2 Y fittings. So you've got the top one here is going to be your exit going down, and then this is going to be your input. All right, so you got these 2 here as your input. One here, one here. All right, now this hoses will not touch the pulley. I actually have a cover. I've drilled, right, put a little fir tree wire tie wrap on there, and what is basically being done, difficult with one hand. Let me put this down. There we go. So basically this is going to go here like this, and we're going to tie wrap it to the cover, and there's amples of space. I mean, I can pass my finger underneath, okay? There's also the shield. This is covering it, so they're over the top of that, all right? Also closing the hood. There's nothing in the way by running it like this. I'm not touching the belts down there. I'm not touching the pulley, and I've trimmed this itself, so there's a gap, all right? Some people will have to trim the other side too, depending on how you write your hoses. Now, this pipe, or the hoses, should I say, are from Dayco. Here's the part number here. You got 80418, that's Dayco, and you need 4 of these. It's basically just a heater core hose. Got 4 of them, and then you cut them to length with the Y connectors. The Y connectors that we're using are from C Choice, part number 18231, right?